Chelsea fans, welcome to the video. Erling Haaland, how realistic is it that Chelsea could sign him this summer? This video is going to be completely uncut, unedited. I'm not even going to do any fancy bits and pieces on it. I just want to brain dump because that's what a lot of us are doing at the moment. A lot of us are reading these reports, rumours, reports on Twitter or comments being made on Twitter, quotes being given, various different paper reports, and it's all over the place. 1 minute Chelsea are in there with Erling Haaland and everything's been agreed. Another minute, no it hasn't. The player still has a view to go to sign for Real Madrid, and more on that in just a second. But we need to look at the Chelsea point of view on this, and I'm seeing videos and comments being made that if Roman Abramovich wants Erling Haaland this summer, he will go out and do it and go and buy him. And that's pretty fair enough. I don't think any of us can sort of disagree with that sort of a comment. But do you not think that with Erling Haaland not being involved in the Euros, that something would have been done by now if that was the case? Haaland's been on his holidays. We've seen Riyad Mahrez put up a tweet with Erling Haaland there stating Agent Mahrez to try and coax him into joining Man City, to then play it down stating that it's just a bit of fun and a laugh. But Haaland's not been involved in the Euros. Dortmund have been busy because they've sold Jadon Sancho to Man United. So why not Chelsea go and buy Erling Haaland if their interest was concrete and they were willing to pay him what he wants? And more on that in just a bit. Nothing's happened. We're seeing reports, various reports, that Chelsea are waiting until after the Euros is finished to then start doing their business. Pretty much as with everybody else, it's going to be like a flash sale and all sorts of madness going on between now and the end of the summer transfer window. I just feel in my instinct is that I can't see Haaland coming to Chelsea this summer. I can't see it happening. He'll either stay at Dortmund or he'll go to Real Madrid. That's my own personal feeling. And that's because you look at the Real Madrid situation, the players they've lost in the past couple of seasons, they need a big name that's going to fire them. Someone to come in and replace Benzema, who's been there and been a stalwart for Real Madrid. He's been there with the likes of Higuain and Ronaldo and Ozil and all that sort of thing. But he's been there and he's coming to the end of his time at Real Madrid. And you just wonder what they're going to do. We all know Real Madrid signed the Galacticos, one per season. Haaland's got to be identified as the next one. And the fact that Haaland's representatives, that agent Mino Raiola, cretin of a man, has already gone out to Real Madrid and met Real Madrid to discuss a possible deal, personal terms, contract, the whole lot. You have to see that as something's already been done. Now, whether that's going to be an agreement with Real Madrid to sign him this summer or to sign him next summer for a reduced fee when his minimum release fee of around 60 million, 62, 66 million kicks in. Now, it's one or the other for me. He'll either go this summer to Madrid or he'll go next summer to Madrid and he'll stay at Dortmund for another season. Dortmund's manager has come out and said that as far as they're concerned, Erling Haaland will be reporting for pre-season training and he's still going to be part of their plans this season. And again, I come back to the fact that if Chelsea wanted him, if Chelsea had the money, we know they do, and they wanted Erling Haaland that badly, they'll go out and get him. Surely. But I was listening to Matt Law on the London is Blue podcast a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about the fact there's definite interest from Chelsea for Erling Haaland, but there's also a pay structure in place at the club, believe it or not. There is a pay structure in place, and whether or not they want to break that based on what Erling Haaland reportedly wants per week, which is scandalous, is yet to be seen. Now, we also have the Mino Raiola situation. Now, Chelsea missed out on signing Romelu Lukaku, or were put off from signing Lukaku when Antonio Conte was here, because the same cretin of a man was his agent at the time and insisted on a £4 million payment into his pocket as part of the deal, which Chelsea point blank flat refused, said they're not paying, not interested with Raiola and deals such as that. We all see Man United's out sort of reactions to Raiola as well. The guy is just in it for himself, for his money. And if you think about how much Erling Haaland's going to cost to try and sign him, you're looking at 150 million maybe. How much of that payment is going to be made to the agent, Raiola? You're looking at least 10 million. Now, Chelsea are point blank refusing to deal with him and paying his extortionate amount of money that he wants. Not only that, there's reports that Haaland wants 350,000 pounds a week as part of a new contract, or even more than that, with the agent obviously pushing because he's hot property, he's one of the hottest properties in Europe, and if teams want him, they'll pay that amount of money. Chelsea are not going to do that. They're not going to pay £400,000 a week. They've just spent last summer over 200 million on new players. They're not going to do that for Haaland on one single player. Well, we're seeing that Thomas Tuchel wants a defender, a midfielder and a striker this summer. 3 players. It's yet to be seen what kind of a defender, whether it's centre defender or a fullback or a wingback. Central midfielder, hopefully Declan Rice, and a striker. Now, is Haaland that striker? My instinct tells me no. Again, I reiterate my point. If Chelsea wanted him badly, Roman Abramovich has got the money, he'll go out and do it. He would have got it done by now, at least a deal agreed and done and dusted. But you think about Dortmund losing Sancho and Haaland in the same summer? Is that realistic, bearing in mind they just scraped into the top 4 to get into Europe? Are they going to lose 2 of their best players? I can't see it happening. One this summer, one next summer, probably Haaland for his 60 million release fee to Madrid. So I'm seeing a lot of comment and speculation about Erling Haaland, and I just want to be on my channel talking to you guys. I just want to be a little bit realistic with it, because people are getting carried away with Haaland. I can't see him coming, because don't forget, he's also said before we won the Champions League for a second time. Do you remember that? We won the Champions League. Not sure if you guys remember, but we did. 2 stars now. He said before then that Chelsea weren't a big enough club. So we've won it for a second time. Are we now big enough for him? Or is he still talking Real Madrid? And let's be honest, as a footballer, if Real Madrid come calling, you're going to listen. It doesn't matter who the player is. Of course, you're going to listen. They're arguably up there as the biggest name in football. Some people say United, some people say Barca, but it's Real Madrid. And when they come knocking, you listen and you talk. And I'm sure the fact that Haaland and his family's already met Real Madrid, a deal is already done and dusted. He'll probably stay, in my opinion, at Dortmund this season, join Real Madrid for a reduced fee, because let's face it, they've not got a lot of money. They're relying on bank loans from the banks over in Madrid to try and fund their transfers. And that's what I think is going to happen. As for Chelsea, there'll be a complete flash sale before now and the end of the transfer window, with a lot of the youngsters and loanees coming back. They've got no future. They're already out being shown the door or sold on. And I think Chelsea will have a lot of money to spend this summer, but I can't see it being Erling Haaland. That's just my opinion, uncut. If he came to Chelsea, it'd be sensational, because we all know the quality the guy's got. He will be he'll just be a phenomenon. He'll score goals for fun. He'll eat up the Premier League, no problem, and then he'll probably move on. But for this summer, for Chelsea, in my opinion, I can't see Chelsea signing Erling Haaland, because I think he's got a deal done to Real Madrid, and it'll be next summer for a reduced fee. That's my own opinion. What is your opinion on Chelsea's realistic chances of signing Erling Haaland? Forget everything I've just said. Give me your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you like it, drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And also check out the channel membership option as well if you want. Just £1 a month to be a member. Let me know what you think about the video. Comment section below. Have a good afternoon. See you next time.